mathematics, which is kind of cool. So I've been bartending like 5 months. It's going great. But I didn't waste all my money because I'm making great use of my minor in drinking beyond my means with a focus in social unacceptability. So it's going great. It's going great. I'm dating again, which is different. I dated the same guy for over 6 years, and he broke my heart. Like when we broke up, he really did. Like you blow a guy's best friend one time, and all of a sudden, I don't know, whatever went wrong there. But dating's kind of hard for me. It really is. Like, my name's Mary, okay? So when I introduce myself to somebody, I'm like, hi, my name's Mary, you know? Like, oh my God, that's my grandma's name. Like, because that's what I want you thinking about at 3 in the morning when I'm drunk sexting you. Your 86-year-old arthritic grandmother who smells like church and forgets your name. Like, I'm all for role-playing, but I draw the line at calling bingo. That's it. I draw the line. But yeah. Douchebags make it hard to date. That kind of sucks. I'm going to share a story with you guys. This is completely true, and 2 people in the audience can vouch for this, of the worst first date I've ever had. His name was Dan the man, as he was introduced to me. Ladies, real quick, if he's introduced you as any sort of ridiculous nickname, turn and run the other way immediately. Well, and at the point I had just broken up with my boyfriend, I didn't go on dates often. So I was like really excited, you know, and I'm like getting ready and letting my friends give me all these tips they saw on Millionaire Matchmaker and everything, only to have Dan show up 20 minutes late. So, like, I'm freaking out, and in my head, I have my crazy girl going, like, oh my God, he totally didn't think that I was cute enough to date me. I'm like, what if he just totally bailed on me, and then what am I going to do? I can't even date anymore. What is this even about? And at that moment is when, you know, the doorbell rang. So I open it up to see all that is the man. All that is the man. And I'm going to explain it to you. It was flip-flops, skinny jeans, a Mickey Mouse t-shirt, a denim jacket. Now, let's pause there. It's paired with denim jeans. And a Toledo Mud Hens hat, okay? Now, my first thought was, I fucking showered for this. 20 minutes and denim on denim, and I showered for this? I even shaved my legs. Really? All right, we're going to go there. But you can imagine my frustration. Only to get to his Jeep to find out that I can't even get in the passenger side because the door doesn't open. So I had to crawl through his driver's side door, get in the passenger seat, and he has absolutely nothing planned for the night. Not a damn thing. So I'm like, all right, I mean, we could eat food. That's what normal people do on a date. So I said, you name a type of food, I'll name a restaurant. Without skipping a beat, he says steak. Perfect. Texas Roadhouse. Let's do this. Get there, I go to the bathroom, I come back, he says he's ready to order. Now, one of my tips from Millionaire Matchmaker was to order something around the same price as your date. And this motherfucker ordered chicken Caesar salad. I'm like, now, 15 minutes ago, you said you wanted steak, and I thought I was getting free filet out of this. So I ordered a Cobb salad, and 30 minutes later, my stomach's still grumbling. I'm pissed off listening to Dan the Cheap Ass rant about himself and all of this cool things. I don't know. But somewhere in there, I heard that he threw out he wanted to see the new Planet of the Apes movie. Yes, that was the last time I was on a date. Yeah. So we look up the times, and there's like an hour to kill. So it was really cute. We do what like anybody would do on a first date. We went to the shed. And we bought a bong. No, I'm not against smoking weed, guys. I'm really not. I do an occasion, you know, myself. But if you're going to spend 5 times as much on a bong as you did your date's dinner, you're doing it wrong. We'll just start right there, guys. You are doing it wrong, okay? So he buys his bong, we go to the theater. He packs it, I take like one hit, and I'm like, oh my God, he's so high. You know, and I let him smoke it up to the point where basically he couldn't talk, thank God. Now, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Girls don't like to go to the movies for first dates, okay? They don't like that because they want to talk about their goals and their aspirations and their mom's name and her job and what she did and what she taught her to do. And if her baby's names would sound good with your last name, and you better give all of your ideas on all of these topics, you know? But never in my life was I more excited about 2 hours of silence. Oh my God. So I literally sat with my legs crossed and my hands in between my legs the entire movie. You could tell I wasn't into it. By the time it's over, I drive home in complete silence. He pulls into my driveway, and I like put on my best fake girl smile, and I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, I had such a good time tonight. Can't wait to call you later. And I went to go reach over the center console to give him a hug, and he just goes, mm-mm. And I was like, seriously, dude? You're the last thing I want to pound right now. Moral of the story is, movie tickets for 2, $20, you know. Dinner for 2, with tip, $24. And a glass bong for 1, $107.99. Plus tax. Never hawking to Dan the Cheap Ass again, priceless. So that was the worst first date ever. Yeah. Dating's different. It's kind of hard. I do get hit on a lot, but it's usually by drunk guys, be it the patrons at my bar or my fellow comedians. One way or the other, I'm getting hit on by drunk guys. And ladies, I'm going to give you a little tip. I've learned something. It's a foolproof way to tell if a guy's a good guy or not. Pay attention to the shoes that he's wearing when he is out at the bar or if you're talking to him. Because if he's in jeans and tennis shoes, he's probably trying to fuck you. And, yeah. At the same time, though, if he dresses up kind of nice and he's got the button down and like nice dress shoes on, he's probably trying to fuck you. And, they're not all like that, though, because if he's in like, you know, plaid shorts and Abercrombie flip-flops, he's probably gay. But if not, he's definitely trying to fuck you. So ladies, I like to keep it as a rule of thumb. If they have feet, they are trying to fuck you, so please beware the next time you're out. Yeah. I work at a bar and people ask me all the time, like, if I like it. It's so much fun, like, regardless of the drunk assholes or not, I really do love it. But I did learn one thing, and that is that corny pickup lines were created by drunk guys with no game, basically. So you guys all have that friend who needs like 6 or 7 shots just to talk to a girl. You know, won't even look a girl's way. And then once he has those drinks, he picks the bartender. Yeah, I'm that bartender. All the time, I'm that bartender. So I'm going to give you guys some real pickup lines. I did not make these up at all for the sake of comedy. Okay, these have really happened. The guy comes up to me and he goes, "Is that a keg up your skirt?" Because I'd tap that. "Those space pants you're wearing? Because your ass is out of this world." Yeah. My personal favorite, "Did you grow up on a farm? Because you sure know how to raise some cocks." Oh, that's real, yeah. What they don't know, though, is that at one of these points it's actually going to work. You know, like your bartender's going to give you your beer and be like, "Oh, here's your dose of Keys, it'll be $2.50, you know? You just say something stupid like, "What was that? Dos Sexies?" "Oh, no, that's just me and you, isn't it?" You know, but little do you know, she just broke up with her boyfriend. And now she's planning your life together. You know, she's like, "Oh my God, he thinks I'm sexy. I totally thought that he was sexy too." And I was just kind of gonna bat my eyes, just flirt, maybe show a little cleavage. But if he wants to come full force, I can totally come full force. And you know, my favorite thing about him is his shoes match his shirt, which matches his hat. If he's totally fashion forward, if he's really fashion forward, then he'll obviously want to go shopping with me, my mom, and my sister. Like, who wouldn't want to go shopping with me, my mom, and my sister? We're at fashion kind of stores. Anyway, he wants to go shopping. My dad might think he's gay, but my dad thinks everybody's gay. So I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I really hope that he likes stand-up comedy because I do stand-up comedy. I'm like, if we can get into it with my comedy friends, then he'll be totally be ready to propose to me. Once he actually does propose, I'll probably cry because like I'm really sentimental. But anyway, I hope that he likes John Mayer because John Mayer is my favorite artist. And like, let's face it, my body's kind of a Wonderland, so that has to be the song I danced to for my wedding. Once we actually do get married, we can move to Florida with our 15 kids in our wraparound porch. This is the best day of my life.